Oh, hello and welcome to our first week of CLoL. Today I will be casting with, sorry, how do you say it? Anosmia?
Yes, Anosmia.
And I'm Chewett. And the first game we will be playing today is against Florida Southern. And yeah, what do you expect to see today?
It's a best of one, so I'm not expecting anything like too crazy. Definitely going to be some Maokai and some Misfortune.
Yeah. If anybody's tuning in right now, thank you. You're true fans because Worlds is on right now, and it's about to be G2 versus EG. But if you're watching us, that means that you guys are the goats. So appreciate anybody tuning in right now. So yeah.
You're watching the better gameplay, of course.
Yeah. Hopefully we'll be getting into draft pretty soon here. Yeah, it's gonna go up on the screen. UTD blue side, and then Florida is on red side. We are already into bans. Looking like some target bans here with Zoe Lilia.
Yeah, I wouldn't see a reason why you'd be banning those in this current meta, but definitely general bans from Florida with the Maokai Heck Room.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, UT usually pretty. They usually stick to the meta pretty well. They don't play anything like super weird. Besides, of course, Yoshiogi in the top lane, picking Nasus and Volibear. But yeah, we're gonna see an Amumu for the last ban here.
That's pretty safe. Amumu's pretty solid support right now.
Yeah, I'm assuming we got some more one-trick style one-trick players on the other team.
That was a fast Udyr ban and fast Caitlyn pick.
Caitlyn B1.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like Caitlyn B1. Caitlyn is super good on this patch. It's like MF Caitlyn are probably the two best ADCs, and we would be seeing a lot more Caitlyn at Worlds right now, but this champ is permabanned usually. We'll see what they respond red side here. MF is up. We still got Sejuani up. We got a lot of power picks here. It looks like Ezreal is going to be the pick into Caitlyn. Just wanting to farm it out. We're going to have Karma Ezreal. It's a solid lane.
I'm not really a big fan of Ezreal. I mean, he has his places, but I feel like he's really low damage right now, especially versus Caitlyn, who has a lot of high damage in the early game. And a Lux coming out too. Yeah. So both bot lanes playing for their respective combos. Red team going to try to just like scale it out, and UTD is really going to try to bully this lane with Lux if they pick it.
Yeah, Lux is pretty standard pick with Caitlyn. Caitlyn Lux, Caitlyn Morgana, just looking to push in the lane, get a big farm advantage, take some plates, and then get Prio to take a lot of dragons. That'll be the general idea. Karma Ezreal is a solid lane. I think it's like decent. I don't know bot lane matchups like super well, but I'm pretty sure Caitlyn Lux should be winning. It's like one of the most powerful 2v2s in the game.
And I like both these jungle hovers, Vi and Graves. They definitely want to pick something more aggressive with the Caitlyn Lux. They can utilize their prio to definitely get those dragons.
Graves is definitely a good pick here. Making me think, we were discussing this before on broadcast, but we were not sure who would be jungling between Bibarel and Yujong Hukiri Lee. But with the Graves pick, I'm more sure that it would be Yujong Hukiri Lee. It was like his one of his more played champions last year when he played a lot of jungle and solo queue. And I don't think Bibarel plays Graves. So I think that's who will be jungling.
And Ornn for red side. Really safe draft so far. Karma, Ezreal, Ornn. Super scaling, super safe.
Yeah, we got a lot of... the bans were pretty non-standard for the meta, but we're going to see a lot of meta picks coming in here. Maybe you could say Ezreal Karma is not too meta, but it's definitely like something we've seen in the past. You see what red side bans here. We still got mid lane up. We still got top lane up. Probably going to see... Oh, Camille ban. I don't think Yoshiwi plays Camille.
It's a good counter pick into Ornn if he did play it, so safe for Ornn.
Yeah, Yoshiwi does play Fiora, so I wouldn't be surprised if we saw that, but UTD might not pick that because they might not want to play around Ornn.
That'd be a very exciting matchup. Fiora is always really exciting because she basically forces like the jungler to play around her, which I'm not sure they want to do with that Caitlyn Lux.
That's true. Let's see, we're going to have Talia ban here, and then a Gwen ban. Assuming those are just more targeted at who they don't want to have counterpicking into Ornn, because they just blinded Ornn. Picking Ornn limits the picks that Yoshiwi would be playing. He's played a lot of Ornn this year. And Gwen, Camille definitely really good picks into that, so they're just trying to secure a decent lane for Ornn to survive. And then I'm actually not sure about the Talia ban. I don't know.
Do you think we might be seeing a Nasus from UTD then?
I think Nasus is actually pretty pickable here because Ornn not like the strongest character in lane. Like he's definitely got some highlight plays with like his ult and like brittle stacks, but I think Nasus would actually be a pretty solid pick here. But we could also see like Fiora. Maybe we could just see something handshake like Gnar.
Yeah.
I'm personally would like to see Fiora, but I wouldn't be. They've already picked Caitlyn Lux, so they don't want to play around 2 lanes. So
it would be generally like they want to pick something more isolated that can play by themselves, especially with that Caitlyn Lux. Azir coming from Florida.
Yes.
Azir is a really good champion if you're good at it. So we'll have
it's
to see.
Really good blind pick. I'm surprised they didn't just pick jungle, leaving jungle up to counter pick, because we could. I feel like you could just let your mid laner at least pick a decent lane for himself on final pick of red side, but I guess they don't super care. Akali, Sylas going to be hover here for blue side. Would be excited to see either of those champions. Sylas really strong ever since durability patch came out. He just becomes super unkillable.
And that's a pretty potent mid jungle, Graves Sylas.
Oh yeah, and then Fiora is looking like it's going to be the pick here into Ornn. I guess they're just going to trust that Yoshiwi can just win that lane by himself without much jungle help.
Probably even try to 1v2 some of those ganks.
Yeah, so I think Fiora is going to be fine playing weak side here. At least that's what the player's saying with this pick. And then Fiora's obviously like good ISO matchup into Ornn, but we're going to see how that will go with Xin Zhao as the final pick in the draft here, locking in their jungler. They are definitely looking to make some plays around the map with this pick.
Yeah.
Super good with enchanters, got a lot of early game power. But I don't know, I don't see like the red side lanes aren't like super like aggro. We didn't pick a lot of winning lanes here for red side.
I'm not. I haven't been too up to date with Worlds. I've been seeing a lot of the results, but I'm not actually sure how this Azir Sylas matchup generally goes and who gets the push. I'm not sure if you've seen more of that, but with the Xin Zhao, I definitely think that Florida is going to be trying to make some early plays, especially against this Fiora, where she is probably the weakest in the early levels before she gets 6.
Yeah, I think the only thing I don't really like about blue side is that with Fiora, you kind of want to have your jungler hovering Fiora because you want to make sure that she's, gaining those lane advantages. And then you could say the same thing about Caitlyn Lux, probably even more so because, like if this lane is getting jungle attention, they don't have a lot of ways to disengage that. They are very squishy if people get on top of them. But, I think that the jungle would probably tend to play around bot more. That's just how UTD plays. They usually like to leave Yoshiwi on an island. So I think that they're probably fine playing with Fiora weak side.
Yeah. I mean, as you said, both these top and bot lanes demand like pressure or they get pressure by just like the nature of how they play. So the jungler is going to be very split. So if we do see him playing more towards bot, we're going to see a lot more free dragons, I assume, as Frisco's probably just going to give those up to try to get kills onto the Fiora and get the Ornn stabilized against Fiora, because that's a pretty bad matchup if they're left in isolation.
But yeah, I think this is a nice draft for Graves, assuming that I guess you were talking about it earlier. I'm not super sure how the early lane between Sylas and Azir goes. I would assume Azir can probably get pushed against Sylas, assuming Sylas doesn't get any like super wacky trades onto Azir that gets him chunked out, which could happen. But Azir should probably get prio, just nature of Azir. Scales is like really good at getting lane prio. That's why he's picked a lot in pro play. I don't think I have seen this match a lot in Worlds. I think Sylas is usually banned out. He's definitely up there. He's like top 5 in most banned champions. Super good on the patch. I'm surprised. I guess both the top laners probably don't play Aatrox. That's gonna get through pick ban here. We're currently waiting to get into game. They're probably drafting their champs. We have not quite gotten the spec delay, but we can keep going on about draft here.
Yeah.
We gotta. As we've already gone over it. What have we not talked about yet? I guess we haven't talked about how Ezreal Karma works. It's like.
Yeah.
I don't know. What do you think about Ezreal Karma?
I don't like it because I've seen it lose a lot. I mean, it definitely has the pressure late game whenever you get to those like 4 or 5 item Ezreal and he's just two-shotting people with QWQ. But I feel like if UTD played around their bot lane well, Ezreal's not going to get to that point. He's just going to be shut down by the Caitlyn Lux. They're going to be pushing his tower. They're going to take all the plates, and he's not really going to be able to do anything except sit under his tower and farm. Unless they send this Xin Zhao bot a lot to counter, I assume, the amount of pressure that the UTD is going to be putting out. I don't see this Ezreal getting very I don't see him getting fed here. So at best he's going even.
Yeah, that's kind of how I feel. I feel like Ezreal Karma is like a decent 2v2 that can just kind of like survive Caitlyn Lux, is at least how maybe I see it. It's maybe something that FSC like prefers to play with. Is maybe they have like I personally didn't like look into like what all their players play. If like he's a super good Ezreal player, then it makes a lot of sense why they'd pick Ezreal here. And Ezreal Karma is a good good pairing with Ezreal. But I think Caitlyn Lux is just like a stronger 2v2 currently.
Yeah, Caitlyn definitely has a lot more power just as a champion. She's gotten a lot of like little buffs, and everyone else is getting nerfed. She has a lot of power in the early game, a lot of power in late game, and she even got her mid game helped by those buffs too. And Lux is Lux, you know.
Lux is Lux. I do agree. I do agree. I think we are into spec delay. I think we'll throw it to like a tiny break here, and we'll come back to you when the game starts up. All right, we're gonna. My screen's frozen right now.
Yeah.
But I believe we are into game here. UTD versus Florida Southern. UTD on the blue side, and then Florida Southern on the red side. We got our drafts up on the left and right. We got two bot lane 2v2s probably looking to win lane. Caitlyn Lux I would favor in that. We got Yoshiwi on the Fiora. Yu Jung Hook really playing Graves. Russell Grindset on Silas. Oh, it looks like Definitely is playing. Definitely on Caitlyn, and then we have Hemmel subbing for Bibarrel on support as Lux.
Right, this is very interesting rune setup for Azir. I'm not sure if Hail of Blades is meta. I'm seeing a lot of like common tempo. I'm not sure if Hail of Blades is good.
Yeah, sorry. I was okay.
Oh, no, you go.
I was just say the thing about Azir runes. I feel like they changed like quite a bit. I feel like this champ doesn't have like a rune that he's like super like married to. I feel like the thing I see the most is, like Comet.
Mm-hmm.
But a Hail of Blades I think is fine. I think it works.
And also first strike on Ezreal, so we'll see if he actually gets much value out of that with poking. going to be very interesting because Caitlyn Lux is also a really heavy poke lane, so they're probably going to be able to break his first strike if he's not careful.
Ezreal did go cleanse here. I guess that makes a lot of sense because if you get more Lux binded, you can just cleanse it instantly and you can avoid getting trapped by Caitlyn. But it looks like Red Side's going to get up into this front bush here, looking for a bit of a cheese play onto Lux Caitlyn to get a little bit of an early edge. Jungle's going to start topside for Red Side. Both jungles are actually going to start topside. But yeah, bush cheese not going to work out super early on here. Hemel's going to take a bit of poke, but it looks like Caitlyn is getting the push into the lane.
You know, they're poking back, so I mean, what you expect out of this Caitlyn Lux lane, just poke and then poke back. Karma's really only poke is her R Q, the empowered Q. Both top laners going Grasp. I know Grasp on Fiora is good into lane. It's a little bit less good into mid game where you're relying on Conqueror to get more healing and more damage. But playing for lane here with Grasp.
Yeah. It looks like Azir is going to get the early push. We were talking about that earlier. It's kind of what I thought would happen. I guess Azir stronger level 1. He's just going to get the push in and then get level 2. And Sylas isn't super... I guess Sylas is okay level 1, but if he doesn't get that like crazy like E combo, then you're probably fine. Yeah, everything's going to be fairly standard. Nothing's going to happen super early on in any of these lanes. Graves... I guess like Xin Zhao's actually walking bot here.
Yeah, they're both pathing
He's
bot.
Gonna ping for it.
Xin Zhao is going to get there first. We're probably going to have a fight here as Caitlyn Lux is about half HP and she's stepping up. She's going to get rooted by Caitlyn, maybe ignited. Ezreal ease in and gets the kill. First blood goes for Florida. Xin Zhao doesn't even do anything.
Yeah, Xin Zhao doesn't even need the help, but just ignite went down onto Hemel. W is going to come out. Flash not going to quite get him away, and you know, bot lane's going to expend all their summoners and get a kill there. And yeah, Caitlyn going to have to burn Flash to survive. So super good outcome here, but it looks like Caitlyn's going to be rooted up here. Ezreal's going to eat.
Again.
Oh, sorry.
Gets killed by the Graves. Graves is going to probably kill down. He's definitely going to kill down this Karma now. Not bad for the bot lane, but the Graves did get both the kills. So now Ezreal has 1 kill, Karma has 1 kill, and bot lane for UTD has no kills, only assists. And another trade happening in the mid lane. Azir just going to weather the storm here against the Sylas sustain and damage.
But yeah, that was a super good gank from Graves. It looks like their bot lane didn't expect it at all because they just went straight in onto Caitlyn because they thought it was a free kill, and then Graves walks up and gets a double kill. Caitlyn does go down, but I think that's worth it. Graves 2-0 can take over this game, and yeah, Ezreal only got 1 kill. Karma unfortunately picked up the other kill for Red Side, so not exactly how you want that to go.
Hemel level 2. Also going to be level 2 on the Karma. He might get caught here by the Xin Zhao. He's going to have to... Oh, he already flashed. He has no flash. He is just dead here to the Xin Zhao. Ezreal is going to take it with the Mystic Shot. Nice. They're funneling a lot of gold into this Ezreal.
Yeah, pretty unfortunate there for Hemel. He's just going to get flanked around by Xin Zhao there. Good on him for being right there, where I guess Hemel wasn't super expecting it. The wrong time to fight for Vision there. But we might get a 2v3 in the mid lane. I don't think Graves knows that Karma's here. Xin Zhao looking like he's trying to help Azir push in his lane here to get him back off. But yeah. Top lane is still just wet noodle fighting. Actually, Yoshiwi not going to be able to get the mark there, but going to get really good
damage. Fight over here in the jungle. Graves going to pretty much beat Xin Zhao up. He's going to have to flash over the wall under the turret. Now there is no chase flashes, no follow-up, so he is just going to get out.
Sylas was looking for that. You can see the restraint in his eyes. Orin going to be spotted out here on the Raptors, though. See if Graves can do anything
Graves
about
just wants to keep fighting. Now Orin is about to die. He is not just going to go down yet, but Fiora is going to push in the wave, while mid lane also goes for some trading.
Oh, this is for sure a dive.
Yeah, there's almost no way this Orin is alive after this. Yep.
Quick pickup there for Yujung Hukuri Lee. Going to go on a killing spree and steal away the Raptors. Orin's losing a giant wave here, so that is super awful for the top.
And he doesn't have TP either. He is just going to lose a lot.
Yep. Top jungle duo of Yujung Yoshili in full effect here.
We're also seeing the Dirk out of Graves, so he is going to go for the Umbral Glaive, first item.
Oh, Hemel looking to probably go down here again. Yep. Xin Zhao hovers, but does not have to do anything.
Yeah. I mean, we talked about this in the draft. If Ezreal... we said that Ezreal was just not really going to be able to do anything unless he got super ahead.
Yeah.
And now he has 3 kills in 6 minutes. And he looks like he might actually be able to do a lot in this game now.
That is one of the weaknesses of Caitlyn Lux that we didn't super talk about, is that it is a very vulnerable lane if you can get past the fact that it's like a strong 2v2 and you can just get on top of them and get Lux behind. Then the lane starts looking like this, where you have an 0-3 Lux and a 3-1 Ezreal.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, the Lux is not there to supply her poke, supply her damage, so she is just kind of rooting people. And if she's not actually poking with the damage, it's the lane that gets a lot weaker. Caitlyn won't be able to get those one-shots.
Yeah, Caitlyn is, I guess, doing fine in farm here, but Ezreal is like super far ahead here and looking to... Oh!
Nice. Engaged by the Silas, flashed over the wall, and now he's just going to use the Kingslayer to get the kill. Graves is going to fight through these Azir walls. He's going to get his Q block, and then he's going to fall away because the Karma is there. Karma does take the kill on Silas instead of the Azir, so not great for Florida there, but 1 for 1 in total, I think.
Yeah, Silas is going to get a kill here. Hopefully that'll help him out against Azir. He's doing just fine right now, but, you know, Silas with a couple gold injections can really take over a game and become unkillable. So hopefully Grussel's on the way to that. Karma is 2-1 here, taking away a kill from either, I think it was, what was it, Azir, Ezreal? Or I think it was just Azir that was there, right?
It was just Azir. I'm not sure if I just missed it, but it looks like Fiora actually got a solo kill sometime.
I think we actually did miss that. Yeah, this matchup is looking very awful. I know this is like very favorable for Fiora, and this is one of the better counter picks into Ornn. But
right.
Yeah, it's working.
Ornn level 6. He is going to go for the ult. Xin Zhao is here. Fiora's going to try to outplay it. She parries through the ult, so the ult's not going to go off, but he's not going to be able to get the... Oh, he goes in for the flash, pops the Grand Challenge. Now he's just going to walk away as the healing comes in. Well played for Fiora there to not die to that gank and almost even get a kill.
Yeah, it was a good flash by Yoshui to proc Grand Challenge there and get the healing out. Healing's enough to where Xin Zhao and Ornn are afraid they're going to get 2v1, so they just back off. But it looks like Grussel's in here onto Xin Zhao, just going to get ulted away.
Yep.
Real quickly.
And they're going for a little bit of poke. This is what you're supposed to do on Caitlyn Lux. Harass them under tower.
Yeah, unfortunately Lux is, I guess Karma's also level 4, but it's all good.
Yeah. Under-leveled supports and level 6 AD carries.
W is going down on the Caitlyn here. Are they going to try for the 2v2? Looks like they're just going to get a little bit of poke off.
Yeah, Ezreal not wanting to commit, not wanting to shift in, and potentially get popped by the Lux combo.
Yeah, I'm not sure if they were actually just scared that they'd lose the 2v2 there, or if they thought that Graves was bot side there. I guess Ezreal's just trying to play it safe. Yeah. Yeah, I guess even though Ezreal's far ahead here, Caitlyn's definitely weathering the storm. Talked about that a little bit earlier. She's continuing to do that. Xin Zhao is starting to get super behind Graves. You know, Graves got that accelerated double kill.
And he's already on the Umbral Glaive at 9 minutes. He's going to be terrorizing these wards. Just getting rid of all of them. Going for a dive here. The turret's going to fall to the Rift Herald.
Yeah, the turret's going to fall to the Rift Herald. They're going to try to proxy the wave. Ornn shouldn't be able to do too much here. He's going to have to run.
He's just going to flash the back on the turret. Turret only has 1 HP. Fiora does get the auto for the turret. That's first turret at 10 minutes. And Ornn is just going to die again.
I think they're just going to get the kill over to Graves, push out the lane, and we have an 0-3 Ornn. He is going to be pretty useless until maybe he can get, you know, a good Ornn team fight or his first mythic. So
yeah, definitely not going to be providing like all that value. He's going to be super underleveled, getting those Ornn items out a lot later.
Yeah, and it looks like this mid lane matchup has gotten to the point where Silas can get kind of just like tank through Azir's soldier poke, and he's starting to get more lane prio. Almost gets him pretty low there.
Yep. Dodges away from the Luxie. Not going to get killed there, even though they're definitely looking for it. He was super low. And looks like Graves might be going for a play on the bot lane. Lux is also converging.
Really pushed up here. Ezreal does not have a lot of mana. Looks like they're going to see him. Ezreal does have flash. Let's see how this plays out.
Karma flashes first and gets the root. He's just going to die to the Graves R. And now Ezreal potentially going to die to Graves too. Graves flashes in, cleanses, and now even Xin Zhao is going to die to Caitlyn.
Wow.
Really nice for UTD. 3 for 1.
Yeah, really, we're really seeing there how ahead Graves is. He's on Umbral Glaive and another serrated Dirk.
Yeah.
So Xin Zhao does not even have his mythic completed. Ezreal does have Triforce there, but he has like really low mana, and he got binded. Was he the one that got binded by Lux?
Karma, I believe.
Okay,
no.
Okay.
Yeah. He definitely did not get bound.
You know, Ezreal just not having like access to like his full like resources there. Even though he's 3-1, he's just they get 2v3 by or I guess they get 3v3 by Caitlyn.
Still an 80 carry, you know, always dying
still
really
an 80
fast.
carry.
And it looks like the Graves is going to go for the full lethality build, not the Gore Drinker build.
Yeah, even with I don't know, we didn't really talk about 12-19 changes, but there was an Eclipse change, but I think it actually is fine for Graves. It was like I believe they went from 18 lethality down to 12, but they buffed the 80 by 5.
They made it more of a bruiser item instead of a assassin item.
Yeah. Eclipse. I think it's I mean, it was a very broken item, so I guess they were just trying to get like more of like the burstiness out of Eclipse, but I think it's fine for Graves. Graves prefers 80 anyways, like preferred going that Gore, or not preferred, but Gore Drinker was definitely an option for him, so not a super big hit for him. And he's still going to go Eclipse here.
Yes. Graves 2 items at 12 minutes. This is a really scary Graves if they can really keep pushing that.
Because you're looking like he might get soloed here, but shuffles out.
Even though the Graves is 6-0, Florida was able to get the first dragon. So they're doing good for themselves in that regard, where they're not letting UTD take that bot prio and really push the Drake advantage.
Well, Ornn and Zinzao are walking down here to try to punish the bot lane here.
Yep, Ornhorn going to go out, going to hit 2 people, but it's not going to be anyone close. The Ornn is just 1v3 by himself, and he is just going up. Karma Shield does not make him go down just yet. Silas is going, Silas is here. Big team fight going down. Someone got thrown back into the red team, and looks like it was a 2 for 3. Silas going in, flash, Kingslayer, nice for Silas, able to get another kill in this play, and Ezreal just not able to put enough damage out.
Ezreal just has to watch his friends all die, gonna hobble out of the fight, not gonna quite get picked up by Silas there. But yeah, that's gonna be a 4 for 1. Only Yujung Hukiri Lee going down there. Not quite sure who his shutdown went to. I did not pick that up.
I'm pretty sure Graves was shut down by someone in there. Looks like the Ezreal because it wasn't the Azir.
No, it was Ezreal. I hope it wasn't Karma. I'm pretty sure it had to have been Ezreal. Yeah.
He might have been 4-1 before. It might have actually been Karma for that kill. Which would be pretty unfortunate because he was 6-0 and had, I think he had 1,000 gold shutdown.
Yeah, that is really. I think it might actually be Karma. If we're looking at gold here, Karma has only 700 or like 600 gold less than Ezreal, so I think that 1,000 gold did go over to Karma. So super unfortunate.
As you're going to flash for the ball and kill the Graves, the stolen Karma R is not going to shield enough. Karma is going to keep on going with the empowered Q, and looks like Graves is just going to walk out. They keep clearing the wards, keep up that, but nice play for Florida to sort of take back some control in the mid game.
I don't think it'll help him get Dragon here because Ezreal still has to reset. I think Grussel will be up in time to contest Dragon. I wonder if Ezreal gets soloed. He really does have to run here.
There is no Caitlyn ultimate, fortunate for Ezreal.
Yeah, Caitlyn used it to poke Ezreal out a little bit when taking the tower.
And we didn't really mention it, but when Ornn was roaming bot lane, helping get the kills, Fiora took a lot of damage on that tier 2. He's a lot of lane. Ornn cannot lane in this. Yeah,
Fiora's 2 levels up here.
2,000 gold.
Nearly 2,000 gold. Almost 50 CS on our way to a Flame Horizon here.
Yeah.
Ornn gonna walk into the top lane looking very sad. Gonna have to immediately E back to his tower.
And it's not even going to help him. Fiora's just going to take the tower soon. Yeah, that's going to be 600 gold going for UTD, the Fiora. And that's even more scary.
Yeah. We're going to swap bot lanes over to the mid lane here, and Graves is going to safely take the dragon. I'd say we're getting our way into mid game here. UTD roughly a 4 to 5k gold advantage.
Yeah. It looks like Silas is going to try to look for something, not actually. Hits the E on the Karma. He's just going to try to fall back. He is going to go down. Not a great engage from the Silas. Now the W was hit onto the Graves, but Zinzao is not going to commit. He does take a lot of damage from Azir though. And Fiora took the turret.
Wait,
Azir's about to go down. Azir goes down to the Graves ult from downtown. And now 2 people in Florida are about to die. They lost all their long range attack. Yeah. Oh, they still have the Caitlyn ult if they can get vision.
Graves is going for the play here. Yeah, Ornn went down to fight mid lane, and Fiora is just feasting on his top tower that is now gone. It does not exist.
Now
should be gonna get a big,
might even join the fights.
Yeah, Fior's gonna get a big injection of gold here. When you take an outside tier 2, you get a bonus 500 gold for taking that tower. So Yoshiwi is now an absolute monster on the Rift. I don't even know if they could 3v1 this guy at this point, to be honest.
Yeah. I think he's going to be 2 items. And, I mean, 2 item Graves is one thing at 12 minutes, but those items are lethality items. They're cheap. He's going to have 2 fighter items, which are like 3.5 thousand gold each.
Oh, yeah.
That is a lot of value. And now they're going to take the Rift Herald. They're going to look to crack even more turrets. Only the tier 2 mid and tier 2 bot left for tier 2s.
Yeah, bot lane was shifted mid. They cracked open tier 1 mid. Big objective on the map. Now your jungle is not safe. Graves will continue to feast on that. Xin Zhao, I think, will not... Xin Zhao might have struggled to reach his second item before the end of the game at this point.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've ever played against Graves, but after your like tier 1 and your tier 2 mid go down, then like your jungle is no longer yours.
Yeah. I am quite a Graves enjoyer, and I can attest to invading on many times. Just, I'll die for a Gromp. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, yeah, we die for Krebs. We die for Gromps here. Jungle players are the most sane jungle players will die for a Crab. So
yeah, and looks like Xin Zhao is going to try to dive this Caitlyn, I think. Xin Zhao actually going to go on the Lux first. Graves is there. He's just going to get instant-killed by the Graves. So much damage coming from the full without Graves. 3 items, now a Collector too. Caitlyn did not die actually there. Graves is going to now kill another.
Might get a solo kill in the top lane while this fight is going down in the bot lane. And Fiora needs like one more auto. Q should come up and get this kill.
Graves does go down to the Karma on the bottom side though. Just Silas and Lux here. Ezreal going for quite the aggressive E. Silas misses his own E. And what did the...
Wait, how did...
What Lux that do?
I thought Lux dodged the Ezreal ult, but maybe she randomly got hit by Ezreal's Q there. That's really unfortunate. The Silas and Lux gonna get 2v2'd by Karma Ezreal there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not the greatest look for that, but they're still up about 7k gold.
Yeah, be sure to after the game we can at Hemmel in the Twitch chat and ask him what he died to there. Not quite sure what happens. But I mean, I think it's all fine.
Yeah,
UTD is still growing their gold lead pretty well here. Dragon's coming up in about a minute 30 here.
Yeah, they actually expanded their gold lead even after they died. So that's a little interesting. It went from 5k to 7k.
I mean, yeah, Fiora did kill Orin there, and it was still like, what is that? This is like still like a. Wait, I'm actually not sure. Maybe it was like a 1 for 4. Maybe it wasn't that great, or 1 for 3. Wait, what? Wait, no.
Oh,
wait, no, I'm confused. I don't know what I'm talking about. I think it was like a 4 for 3.
4 for 3, I think. Yeah, this Fiora now 2 items. Just there's nothing he can do.
Orin's gonna run away from his own ultimate.
That was quite a sad fight. She wasn't able to get all 4 vitals, so not gonna. I mean, she didn't take any damage, so she doesn't need the healing.
I think she was hoping that Orin would try to use his ultimate there, but Orin just ran away from it.
Smart by Orin to not continue to fight. If he ulted her, she probably would kill himself with the stun.
Oh yeah, for sure, for sure. Yeah, Dragon's going to be up in 40 seconds. That should be what UTD focuses their attention to. Baron is not quite up. We are still pre-20 minutes, but after this Dragon, that will be the next big objective we will be looking at.
And despite, you know, Red Team having 12 kills, it doesn't really feel like it. It feels like they have almost no control over the game.
Yeah, one of the unfortunate things is that Karma has picked up 4 of those 12 kills.
Azir able to take the blue buff away, the small wins.
Yeah, we take those. It looks like Red Team will try to contest. I think Orin's in the bot lane, so they could look to try to 4v5 this, but Fiora might just be okay with that and take top tier 3.
Fiora would be very happy just eating more of the base, taking an inhib, maybe even taking a Nexus tower. Looks like they're just going to give it up and try to go for the mid inhib. They're just saying, you can have the Drake, we're going to take 2 inhibs here. And it looks like they're not going to try to stop it. The Riptail is quite far away, so they're probably not going to be able to take any Oh, that was a nice Luxar to stop the recalls, though.
Oh, Graves is going to find Karma here. Oh, wait, no, sorry, that was Xin Zhao. He was so squishy, I thought it was Karma.
He's going to stop another recall, this time the Karma.
Oh, flashed over the wall, but not going
into the Graves ultimate.
No. It's a tragedy. Try to fight in the mid lane here. Orhorn going to go straight through the uprights.
Going to hit the Ezreal in the back. You're going to proc the place the Grand Challenge on Ezreal, but no Vitals are actually going to proc. Flash in from Fiora. Azir is going to take a lot of damage here. As Ornn goes down. Ezreal still live under that tier 3 mid or tier 3 bot, but the Nexus turrets are just falling. There's the first one, only one left. And there's not a lot of...
They don't have a wave here, but I'm not sure if they... Oh, no, they do have a wave here. They're going to teleport onto it to make sure it survives.
Ezreal goes down to the headshot, or... I forgot what it's called. Doesn't matter. The game's over at 21 minutes.
I think it is headshot, because it's like E headshot, right? I know the headshot?
Yeah. It's
he died a Q. He died, the ultimate? Ace in the hole.
Yeah, that. Doesn't matter. The game's over at 22 minutes.
Over.
Wow, that was... a stomp.
Yeah, that was a bit of a top diff. Bot lane did go the way of red side early in the game, but, you know, Graves was still able to get super ahead off of an early double kill, and they were able to push that advantage top. Ornn was super useless in that game. Azir didn't really get a chance to play. Yeah, they just kind of ran them over.
3-item Graves and a free lane Fiora. Just no stopping that top side.
There's no stopping that. But, yeah, I think we're gonna go to a break shortly here, and we're gonna get into the next best of one, which will be against a different team that will be up on the screen when we go to break.
Your skin for so long. Oh, I am in your head, so tell me, is it wrong? Oh, you fell under my spell, so well, so well. Oh, you fell under my spell, so well, so well. You fell under my spell. My spell, you fell under my spell now. My spell, you fell under my spell now. My spell, you fell under my spell now. My spell, I told you that one day ain't never enough. You tell me I hate you, I still call you up. If we don't got trust, we can never have love. I was putting in the hours, I was. But you were calling me a liar, 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 liar. Yeah, I've been putting in the hours, I was. And it's coming down to now and now and now and now and never. I was putting in the I'm sick of fighting the things that you said. I don't wanna burn all our bridges ahead. I'm tired of going to bed when you left me on red just to turn up the noise in my head. I told you that one day ain't never enough. You tell me I hate you, I still call you up. If we don't got trust, we can never have love. I was putting in the hours, I was. You were calling me a liar, 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 liar. Yeah, I've been putting in the hours, I was. And it's coming down to now and now and now and now and never. I was putting in the putting in the weapon. I can be your weapon. Your vision, when look in my dodge distract, can't catch my breath. The sand in the hourglass has stopped. You light up my world in ways I can't explain. Your electricity's running through my veins. Oh, baby, I can't help it. I've never felt like this.
Welcome back to the stream. We are into draft against UBuffalo. Yeah, we had a long wait because we're switching the team we're playing. So sorry if that took a while. If you're here, we are back, and draft is about to start here.
Yep, looks like it's Team Mock versus Buffalo.
Yep. We got Buffalo blue side. We got the T-Mox on red side. I don't know. What do you thinking about draft today? What are your draft thoughts?
Well, we saw the Caitlyn come out last game from UTD. I wonder if they're going to keep going with Caitlyn, or if they're going to go on like Misfortune, or maybe something else like a Felios. I feel like those are the only three like playable options for AD carry. Maybe Draven, but
that's not true. I think low key this Sivir Yumi lane is still playable if they pick something that's like not super lane dominant, and you're just like, oh, we're just gonna pick Sivir Yumi into you, and
hey,
we're
as long
fine.
as they're not picking Ashe.
That's true. I think Ashe is like playable. I think it's fine.
I see too many Ashes just tickle people with their Q. Just like, oh, 44 damage against Ornn with 6,000 damage. You're taking more damage from Thornmail than you are actually dealing to him.
I think Kai'Sa is also really good.
I'd love to see a Kai'Sa. That'd be fun.
Yeah, I think like I like the more like engage lanes, like the kill lanes, like Kai'Sa Nautilus. I like any engaged support with MF is just disgusting. I want to see no more of this Karma Ezreal, this Lux Caitlyn.
Yeah, definitely
I have a 20 CS lead. Yeah,
some engage.
I want to see
exciting.
some kills.
Engage.
I
hope we get some engage across the map, because fighting is always fun.
I guess there's also Seraphine AD carry. We haven't.
That's cringe, and I don't want to see it.
Oh.
It's good, but I don't want to see it.
I don't know. I don't think definitely plays that. I mean, he's probably down, but yeah, I guess we're still waiting for the draft to start. Yeah, they have not officially clicked the start button on the draft. Yeah. What do you want to see top lane? We saw Fiora last game, but
if Maokai is not bound out, Maokai, really strong pick.
I think I want to see Nasus from Yoshi.
Nasus? Yeah. He did get the buff this patch, so I haven't really seen any Nasuses. It'll be fun.
Yeah, there's red side counter pick, so if they pick something like if they pick like I guess like Ornn's one of the things. Maybe I think if you pick Maokai low key, like you could just wait to pick Nasus.
Yeah. Nasus would be probably good into Ornn. I mean, Nasus would be good into Maokai, you said, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think because Maokai is like still like he's like playable top lane because he's so broken, but his laning is still pretty bad. So Nasus you can just pick into laners that can't super punish his early game, and he can like get his items and get stacked up, and then press W on you and you'll die. So I think there's like a decent amount of tanks that you could pick, and then Yoshi would probably be down to pick Nessus. Okay. But yeah, the other team, we're waiting on the other team to start the draft. There's a little bit of a delay, but stick with us here. I promise we'll get into draft very, very soon. And then is there any junglers? We saw Zinzao versus Graves. Zinzao pick that's like, we haven't seen very much. It's been out of the meta for a little while, but I think like if you play this with enchanters, it's still super, super solid.
And they did have an enchanter last game. They had the Karma, or the other team, not the same team, of course. And
then obviously he's still super good early game.
We actually see the Nasus target ban against UTD. So we're not going to get any of that this game, but
wow, Nasus the first ban. That's so crazy.
Shaco looks like another target ban. I wouldn't never imagine banning Shaco unless there was like a Shaco jungler, I guess. Shaco
yeah, hold on, I'm checking right now. It looks like their jungler is a Shaco one trick. Yeah.
Shaco enjoyers. They're a different kind of person.
Yeah, we got a Darius ban. We also have there's a Grandmaster Darius player on the enemy team. They're gonna ban that out from him. We got Vayne and not Vayne. That's Victor. Victor Draven ban running out the bans for blue side, and then Aatrox ban against Buffalo.
Is the Aatrox ban a target pick or just a general pick?
I think it's more of a general thing. I don't see any Aatrox for him.
Aatrox is super strong right now, so obviously not super surprising.
Please don't tell me this is Ezreal V1. Please, I don't want to see Ezreal. Oh no.
Another Ezreal against UTD.
It looks like their AD carry. I think that's Nene, and has a lot of Ezreal games. He's Masters player, so I think that's why they're first picking that.
Yep, comfort is definitely a big factor in this sort of game. Whenever you're not really like playing against each other a lot, you want to play what you're good at, and if Ezreal's what you're good at, then it might be just worth it instead of picking like the meta pick.
Oh, red side is gonna pick Yuumi here. Is it gonna be Sivir Yuumi? We're gonna see. I guess definitely is done with Hemel trolling him on Lux, so we're gonna have a Yuumi pickup.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding, Hemel. Hemel, all love. We'll talk about it later.
Yeah. What are some Yuumi pairings? We could see Sivir. Ezreal's taken away, so no Ezreal Yuumi. Kindred.
Oh, Kindred. You're gonna blind Kindred into the jungle here.
I heard about some hidden tech, Kindred Taric bot lane. Do you think that could possibly be a thing that comes out here?
Well, we have Yuumi, so no.
Oh, I didn't really think about that.
I think it's definitely Kindred jungle. Yeah, this pick's really good. Hukiri definitely down to pick this. So
yeah, he had a pretty dominant performance on Graves,
which is going to be blue side's pick here.
Yeah, so the Kindred Graves dynamic is a pretty interesting one. Like, you can say one's a counter pick to the other, but it's really just like how each person is invading. They're both invade junglers. They're going to want to be walking into each other's jungle. And that's a Blitzcrank cover.
I'd like to see it. I don't know how well this pairs with Ezreal, but I think Blitzcrank is definitely one of my favorite engaged supports to watch.
And it's good into Yuumi, too.
It's going to be... Oh, they're going to hover Leona now. 2 seconds. Leona locked in for blue side. Ezreal Leona is not typically a lane I feel like...
Samira Yuumi.
Well, I don't think... There's no way they can lock this in. Okay.
I was about to say, I'm not really a fan of Samira Yuumi. Sivir Yuumi definitely a bit more standard.
Yeah, Sivir Yuumi, super, super good. Could also be Twitch.
That's a little bit more unorthodox, but it's good.
Tom and Jerry lane is very solid. I like Twitch Yuumi a lot.
You go invisible, like gank mid randomly.
Oh, yeah. No. I think Twitch Yuumi, I don't think... Well, actually, I don't know. The laning is probably stronger from Sivir for sure. But I think Twitch Yuumi scales like equally well, and I think you could probably argue that maybe Twitch is like a little better on this patch than Sivir. Like, I think Sivir is like is probably like a better pick in more like a competitive play. But
yeah, definitely in a bit more like, it's not exactly solo queue, but it's definitely a lot more fighting than competitive. Twitch Yumi is basically an assassin. They just run around and one-shot someone.
Yeah, because Twitch is like it's a bit weird to play around as a team, so it's maybe why you don't see it as much unless it's like Season 7 Worlds. But I like the pick a lot. I like Yumi Twitch. I definitely seen this a lot over years. It's a very annoying lane to play against. It's like a submarine that just pops up on your screen and just nukes you. I gotta love it. But yeah, we got some top lane, mid lane bans being leveled at each team here. We got Fiora Akali being banned against Buffalo, and then Ornn Gnar being banned against Yoshui.
Ornn and Gnar, just solid picks into the meta, and Fiora and Akali. Interesting ban on Fiora because it's not really a blindable pick in my opinion. Mm-hmm. So you can always counter. There's a lot of counters to Fiora.
Well, no, but blue side has to blind top lane here, so they're probably scared of a Fiora counter pick. It does look like
Azir coming out for UTD.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's pretty standard. Russell has gone to this pick a lot recently. Played a lot on Wednesday. We didn't see it last game, but that was also because I think it was picked. Was it? Yeah, it was picked. It was picked against him. It was picked before he got it. Vel'Koz mid is hovered here. I would love to see that.
Yeah.
Vel'Koz is really solid champ, but a lot of people will stay away from him because he's one of those control mages that's pretty strange and kind of hard to play, but it looks like it's going to be locked in.
And Vel'Koz is good. He does a lot of damage. He definitely has his role. He definitely is a bit better into champions that can't close the gap, in my opinion. Mm-hmm. But they do have a lot of gap close with Azir, with Twitch Yumi. There's a lot of ways that Azir can shuffle him into the enemy team and make him a sitting duck. Maokai, though, really strong pick. I'm surprised he was picked all this way down.
Maokai blinded. Kled is hovered. I don't think Yoshui plays Kled. It should probably be Volibear here. Yeah. Most likely.
We did talk about it. He is a Volibear enjoyer. Mm-hmm. And, I mean, I'm not sure how he stands in top lane meta right now, but he's always good, in my opinion.
Just imagine if Nasus wasn't banned out here. I think we would see the Nasus lock in. It would be the best game ever. I guess he played it on Wednesday. I think he kind of dominated with it on Wednesday. So maybe they were watching the games and they were like, okay, no, we're not letting this guy play Nasus. But yeah, Volibear is going to be picked up here. He's a pretty decent top laner right now. Yoshiwi does love picking this. We're gonna have some pretty weird drafts, honestly. We have the Kindred Yumi Twitch, which we don't usually see in competitive, and then we got Ezreal Leona, not a lane we typically see, and of course we have Vel'Koz locked in mid lane, which is like, I haven't seen that in forever.
I haven't even seen a Vel'Koz support in a while.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen Vel'Koz in my solo queue games outside of like the support role where it's like a mid laner auto filled.
A lot of engage for Buffalo though. Leona and Maokai. Really long range engage with Leona and the Maokai ult. They would be able to get on this Twitch really easily if they're able to find him. Mm-hmm. So it really has to be up to Twitch to position well and not get found in these later game team fights, not get blown up by the Graves Vel'Koz. Yeah,
we do have Kindred to sort of prevent this Kindred Twitch can like prevent getting blown up, and then like we have like Yumi to kind of like heal them out of the Kindred ult afterwards. So it's a pretty interesting draft. The thing, I think Kindred would like to play more topside here just because Volley and Azir are going to naturally get more prio than like... I don't think Twitch Yumi... I guess it's Ezreal Leona, so I'm actually not sure how that lane exactly works out because, Twitch Yumi is not a lane that I've seen a lot in competitive get played, and then Ezreal Leona I think is not a super standard pairing. I think like Ezreal Karma is definitely a lot more standard. Like Ezreal Yumi is a thing you'll see. Ezreal Leona seems kind of strange.
Yeah, it is a little strange, but it's definitely still fine with Ezreal's ability to play either aggressive or defensive.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, especially, I guess this was a while ago, but Ezreal is a lot like better in lane. He has a lot more laning power ever since they like changed his W from being like, ever since it was just like the like wide skill shot that would go through minions, and it was like kind of useless unless you were AP. And they changed it to like whatever it was where you like W them and then burst them after you auto attack them or E them. I forget what the ability is called. I'm sorry, but yeah, after they did that change, Ezreal is definitely like a lot more of a lane bully. He's like historically throughout League of Legends been like a pick and scale to mid game and then like spike. Yeah. But yeah, I guess the Leona pairing with Ezreal does work, and you can try to punish like Twitch Yumi early. And Yumi is very punishable if you do have engaged support. So that's probably the justification for the Leona. I personally just am a hater of Ezreal. So
yeah, I think that is Twitch Yumi's definitely weakest point, is just being able to get killed in lane out of nowhere. I feel like unless we see a cleanse come out from the Twitch. If he gets hit by one Leon ult, it might just be it.
Okay. We're gonna have like roughly like a 4-minute time till game start here. They're gonna have to draft their champions in game and then go into a 3-minute spec delay. So I think we'll see you guys after we get into the game. Okay. Oh, welcome back. We are going to be immediately met with a pause as our spectator starts here. 9 seconds into game. But we do have some breaking news. In between the games, Barrel came back and will now be in as the jungler for UTD, and Ryan will swap down to support. But yeah, that's about it. Game should be hopefully starting shortly. It is still paused, but
yeah, it looks like the someone said support DC. I think it was. I'm not exactly sure who said in chat, but someone support DC'd. I think it was Leona.
Yeah. Yeah, so hopefully that will be resolved shortly. Hopefully it was just a short issue. If it persists more than like 2 minutes, we'll just like throw it back to a break, come back when it's unpaused. But hopefully this shouldn't take too long. There's also a game delay in Worlds right now, so you know, can't even go and watch that. So you're just gonna have to listen to us talk. I guess we could talk a little bit more about. We could always just go into a little bit more about draft. It's like a little bit. I guess like them having the player swap doesn't really make it too much of a difference. I know Barrel is a big fan of Kindred. He's like got the jungle he likes playing. It's like Evelyn, Lilia, Kindred, and that's one of the three. So I think he'll do very well this game. Yujong Hukurili on Yumi is I don't really know what to think of that. It's Yumi.
It's Yumi. You press E.
Yeah, you press E to heal, you press Q to throw skill shots, and then when you see people later on in the game clumped up, you press R. And then, yeah. I guess the only thing is like, there's like the Yumi mechanics where you like hop out and then you're like auto them for mana, or like jump out to like block the Ezreal Q, block the skill shot.
Yeah, that's a challenger level Yumi tech. I'm not sure if we'll be able to see it.
Well, I don't know. We do have a challenger player playing Yumi, in fact, actually.
We might just see a Yumi hop off their host, like the parasite it is.
Whoa! Are we surely we're not calling Yumi players parasites?
Yumi players, but just Yumi.
Okay. Well, it looks like the pause is going to be broken here. We're gonna get into level 1s pretty shortly here. I think the game. I think the spec's like a little frozen. I think it happens when
we're back in.
It happens when there's like a pause. There's like a. I think it like waits like there's like a I want to say when you pause a game, there's like a 3, 2, 1, and so then like the spec has like a little bit of trouble like unfreezing the game sometimes. So I think that's all that was.
Welcome to Summoner's
But yeah, it looks like nothing funny here from level 1. Gonna be a 5-point. Kindred's hovering top side of the map. Graves is just gonna ward back.
Everyone just spreads out, watches their jungle entrances. Nothing really crazy going on.
Yeah, I'm assuming Kindred's probably gonna want to start top here, or like it looks like she wants to start top and path bot. Twitch gonna start Q. Look for a little bit of a cheesy play on the Vel'Koz, but he is hiding safely in the top mid bush.
Yeah, some mild tomfoolery by the Twitch.
Yeah.
Nothing though. He wasn't able to find the Vel'Koz and normal level 1.
Yeah. Also, the official name for this bot lane is definitely Tom and Jerry, and I don't want to hear any complaints in the chat about that. I think it's the only bot lane I can think of off the top of my head that has like a nickname like that I've heard. No, I'm not. It's just funny. Cat and mouse.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like Graves will be starting his red buff, and Kindred will do the same, but we're going to have junglers pathing opposite ways.
Yeah. So they would be ganking opposite lanes if they choose to gank after their clears. Or, you know, it's going to be a flip for Kindred if she gets her Scuttle Crab or not.
Yeah. Both lanes are fake leashing here. Twitch is going to go into the lane invisible, going to...
They might be fighting here. I'm not sure.
Leona got
some tax going down, but looks like everyone is just back.
Yeah. The directed camera said everything was fine, so I trusted. Yeah, this top lane matchup should probably go the way of Volibear, but I don't think Maokai is going to want to fight him too much, so unless Yoshui goes a little bit crazy, this should be a pretty boring lane. I have no idea how mid lane is going to go. I think it might be winning for Vel'Koz, but I don't know. If you've seen Vel'Koz's ear, you can come join us on cast if you can get here in time. Tell us about it.
He also has Ghost, the Vel'Koz. Yeah, interesting summoner choice here.
That's weird. I feel like usually when you see Vel'Koz, you see like Barrier.
Yeah.
Ignite's not super standard, but I guess.
Exhaust maybe, but Ghost gonna have some more mobility in the team fights. We'll see if that actually helps him.
Yeah.
Outrun anyone. Another thing we didn't really mention is Volibear Kindred has so much dive potential.
Oh yeah, for sure. You got wait, I actually don't remember what Volibear ult's called. we got Volibear ult, which cancels the tower,
Yeah.
and then you got Lamb's Respite, which allows you to not die.
Yeah,
in the
so
tower,
if we don't, I'm really anticipating some early dives, especially around level 6 when Kindred does have the ult.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Volibear going to deep ward. He's actually going to look to try to fight the Graves.
Oh wow, blue buff is going to be secured by Graves, but Volibear slapping Graves. And now he's in like a little bit of an awkward
Yeah, he's
situation. It looks like his lanes are
pinched.
collapsing.
Not many places for him to go. He is wasting a lot of time. Vel'Koz is going to lose some minions here. Oh, almost. Volibear almost able to get the trade. 2 flashes burnt, Graves and the Volibear.
Kindred's going to try to go top side to get her crab. Did secure bottom crab. And Kindred might be able to get the mark off of Graves getting super low and delayed in his jungle clear. Yeah, I think Kindred was looking to find Graves maybe bot side. I guess Kindred didn't know where Graves started. But
Mark definitely going to get picked up. They might even go for a little fighting here.
Yeah, Kindred should pick that up.
Just going to secure the mark and walk away.
Yeah. Top lane is getting pushed in. Volibear winning this lane. And it looks like bot lane is also up 10 CS. They were pushing in Ezreal pretty hard early on in the lane. So Tom and Jerry putting in work down on the bottom side of the map.
And Ezreal just hiding around the wall. Not sure what they were up to there, but
I think they were just hoping that maybe Twitch would pop out randomly on top of them.
Kindred may even look to fight this Graves here in the blue side jungle.
Volibear's walking.
They're going to try to just kill him here. Not even going to worry about the Gromp for now. He's going to smite for the health, and there's not going to be enough damage. The Gromp does go way to the Graves, and Kindred's just going to have to leave, getting really low by the Graves there.
Wow. Yeah, I feel like if he didn't smite for health there, Kindred would have done all she could to try to get that kill.
Yeah. Also, really surprising we didn't see the Gromp get stolen since Kindred's smite was up.
Oh, was it?
It was either up or just about to come up.
Okay.
If it just came up, that would be rather unfortunate.
Yeah, I don't think it was. I don't think it was up. Yeah, Kindred gonna. I guess it looks like she's like trying to full clear again after. She doesn't have items yet. Graves is gonna get his reset off. Gonna maybe path bot here. Looks like he is pathing bot.
The Dirk picked up for him. He's gonna have a lot of damage if he does go for this gank. But it's Twitch Yumi. They're definitely going to be able to get out as they saw him on the ward. Placing another ward too. So.
Graves
They're not
is
getting
prevented.
surprised.
Gonna put Graves Repellent down in the bot bush. Volibear is gonna get a ward on Graves' top side. Kindred is backed for her items here. Looks like Graves. Yeah, Graves getting that kill is going to be a little bit ahead of Kindred. He's on Dirk boots, and Kindred is on 2 swords and some shoes.
Yeah, 400 gold up.
It's a big. It's a pretty big difference though.
But I really like what UTD is doing here with all these wards in Graves' jungle. They're really trying to help this Kindred get ahead and get her marks.
Yeah, Kindred did secure the 1 mark on the crab, which is really good for her, but now she's going to have to deal with Graves being, 400 gold up on her. He has a Dirk, which is like a super big power spike for Graves. Kindred doesn't really have any good early item spikes because the components for like Kraken Slayer are not like super good for fighting off like the components of the lethality items that Graves likes to go.
Yeah. Looks like they're going to have a little skirmish here. Graves does have the smite up. He is just going to walk up, dash in, and smite the crab. Azir did walk back, and Vel'Koz is here first. Oh, barely survives thanks to the Azir shuffle.
Cancels
the Azir
Azir's
wall.
ult, yeah.
But Leona's here, and oh my, Volibear joined from the top side, and now Volibear is going to go huge. He has 3 people on him, but he's still surviving. Maokai, he is going to go down.
Volibear's probably going to go down here.
Oh.
Team rooted up by Maokai ult. It's going to be a 2-for-1.
Almost died. Looks like they're still going for it. Kindred going to go down to the Maokai. Almost lives because of the Yumi, but Yumi is not going to be able to do anything.
The cat is going to hobble out of the fight. The only one alive there. Yeah, I think Kindred should have just full ran away there, but it looks like it didn't quite happen. Maokai Flash came out to root her up. Yeah, pretty unfortunate fight there. It looks like the Maokai ult was able to like sort of stop Kindred and Yumi from helping Volibear in the backline after he took out the Vel'Koz.
Yeah, the Volibear was really going ham. If Kindred and Yumi were able to get in there, it might have just been enough to turn it. But it was a 3-for-0 because the play from the Maokai.
I would like to note here that bot lane does appear to be quite gapped here, looking like a 30 CS advantage for Twitch. It looks like he kind of just has the wave frozen here. I'm not sure if this is like a full-on freeze, but Ezreal can currently not play the game. And then top lane is still like super gapped, even though Yoshiwi died in the last play and Maokai picked up a kill and an assist. There's still like a 30 CS advantage, and Volibear still does not mind fighting Maokai, still a level up also.
Yeah, it looks like Maokai just doesn't have the damage to deal with the Volibear. And he's even he is a level up. And now Volibear going for a trade here. Maokai going to use the Twisted Advance to dodge out on the E. That was really nice. But nothing else is going to happen. Maokai is just going to walk away. Maybe
Kindred pathing bot side to try and get the Raptors. I don't know if they know that Graves is currently doing Herald. Maybe Kindred will do Dragon or try to steal away the Raptors. She's going to look for it here. Going to ping it also. Going to find a ward in the bot side. Yeah, Kindred should secure her second mark of the game here. Graves is going to get Herald. But, I think it's a fine trade because UTD might be able to also pick up Dragon off of this.
Yeah, if they get Dragon, then it's a pretty good trade. I don't know when they changed this or how long it's been in the game, but Rift Herald gives 300 gold to the person who kills it.
I think that might actually be new.
Yeah, that's a lot.
That was like I think it might be a second Herald thing.
Yeah, that's a lot of... Oh, if it is a second... It's still a lot of gold for Herald, which makes it a lot better than what it was because it wasn't really a lot of gold. It was just really plates before. Now it actually is a lot of gold for killing it.
Yeah. Yeah, making playing around top side a little bit more viable every day, but it looks like UTD is going to trade the Herald kill by Graves for a Dragon kill and a Mark, and also some plates on the bot side, so I think they'll be happy with this one.
Yeah, and this Twitch is getting to free farm, which is really good for him because he's not getting shut down by this Leona, which I feel like the Leona should really be, or that was the goal of Leona. It must have been because Twitch scaling is not what you want.
Yeah, Twitch scaling is... I mean, you can also draft Leona for the skirmishes, like we saw it pairing with the Maokai. They were able to win that top lane fight. So that is one of the strengths of Leona that is working out for them, but, the lane itself is not really working out for Ezreal. He is so far down in this lane. Like, as Ezreal, you really want to be able to, like, get your gold, get to your mid-game power spikes, and, poke some people out of the fights. But Ezreal it's going to be so long before he gets to this point that UTD is getting a great position here, even being down 4-1.
Yeah, he even got zoned off a wave because of the Kindred.
Yeah, Kindred's also going to pick up some rocks.
Yeah, even a bigger farm disparity now.
Yeah, I can't wait to see this Twitch in team fights. Ezreal is going to attempt to pick up his wave. They're going to probably let him get it. Twitch is going to pick up his tower plate on the way. Solo plate also,
yeah.
So.
He is so wealthy whenever he goes back to base.
Yeah, the Rat is going to spend his gold and get some very huge item spikes
He
here.
might even just be able to complete one. I'm not exactly sure how much gold he has, but 109 CS, 3 turret plates, that's a lot of gold.
I'm sorry, we're watching the bear in the tree scrap it out. That is some interesting tech that the Maokai does, where he like W's to invul get out of the EQ combo by Volibear. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, he did win the trade because of it.
Yeah.
But Volibear still just might have more power with the shields, with the heals from the W. He is respecting Maokai's potential damage, but...
Also, yeah, I don't know if they knew where Graves was. So you also got to respect the fact that he has half health here. Could be dived. I think he should be fine here. They're going to spot Graves out soon. Volibear is going to be able to collect his wave. He'll be all fine.
They actually go for a trade. Maokai takes a turret shot. Not ideal, but still pretty good for him, losing about the same amount of health.
It looks like they're wanting to fight down here in the bot lane. Oh, maybe not.
A lot of damage on the Azir now from the Vel'Koz, but he got chunked out by Kindred earlier.
Some quick geometry onto the Sandman.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're both chunked out here, so I don't think anything crazy is going to happen here in mid lane. There aren't any objectives to go for, but it looks like Twitch Yuumi are going to try to roll up to mid lane.
Yeah, the level 6 spike on the Yuumi, they're just going to walk up. Yuumi ult
Twitch ult
someone.
might just kill here.
Yep, flash, instant.
Wow, you didn't even have to burn his ult. That's crazy. Yeah, all good. They're going to push in top lane here. The next objective we have on the map is in 2 minutes, so we might see a lot more farming, not a lot happening. Sorry for the viewers there.
Kindred did get her 3rd mark, I believe. She is almost to her first big spike of 4 marks, which is really big for Kindred. Yeah, looks like they're just gonna farm it out for a little bit until next dragon.
Maybe we'll see a dive in one of these lanes eventually. If I don't think Volibear is gonna get Maokai super low at this point. He seems to have kind of stabilized off of getting like Cinder Hulk and shoes. The only thing they can maybe look for is like a bot dive, but with like Leona Ezreal, that's also like pretty difficult. So I think we're just gonna see a lot of farming here.
We were just able to take a peek. Kindred actually is at 4 marks, so that crowd for her was pretty big.
Yeah. Yeah, Kindred on 4 marks here is pretty good looks, getting it a lot off of like land priority from like Azir bot lane Volibear. So the pick is working as intended, even though she is 0-1. Kindred is like probably completely fine in this game. As long as you're like getting marks on Kindred and not getting like harassed in your jungle, she can usually scale up pretty well into the game.
I don't know, this is a pretty interesting item rush for Volibear. He has the Anathema's Chain, instantly just putting it on Maokai. It's going to
put it on Maokai?
Yeah, it does look like it. It's going to increase the amount of time that Maokai is stunned and reduces damage by quite a significant portion.
I think this is a thing that I have seen Yoshiwi do before. I think he did it against Set in a game on... maybe that was a couple days ago. I don't remember. I did see him do it in one of the series he played recently, so... This is not a new thing, but it is a tech that he does like to do, going Anathemas.
It's going to be interesting where he places it later on into the game, depending on who gets strong. Currently, mid-game, it looks like it's probably just going to go on Graves. He is 2-0.
Yeah, Vel'Koz is a little bit behind right now. It looks like Azir was able to get his Mythic first. I'm not actually sure how that was able to be done. It looks like they're like fairly even. Vel'Koz up 2 assists. I guess maybe Azir picked up some turret plates, or
the tier maybe.
Yeah, the tier.
Or
the tier might be the only difference. We're not sure how much gold Azir's sitting on. But Dragon is now up. We're gonna see a team fight soon. Grussel is gonna come in from the top side, but
Twitch going to get stunned up by Leona on the bot side. Looks like they are just going to start to disengage. The entire team for Buffaloes is here. 2 people going to get rooted up. Kindred ulti is going to come down. The Vel'Koz Ray is going to deal as much damage as it can despite the Kindred ult. Volibear does go down.
Yeah, Volibear going to be the first ones to go down in the fight.
The fight
Maokai's going to re-engage.
Graves ult comes out, does a lot of damage onto the Kindred, but she is not going to go down. Nice shuffle from the Azir, going to knock 2 people back into UTD's team, and Graves is just going to barely live. Oh, and
yeah,
Azir,
Yumi's got him. Yumi's got Azir. Not going to quite die there.
Yeah, that Yumi heal is very clutch.
Oh my goodness, Yumi is going to emote on the Vel'Koz here. Very disrespectful play coming out from Yujung Hukiri Lee. And yeah, Red side is going to come and pick up the dragon here. And yeah, we saw like the huge value of Lancer Spite in that fight, able to keep everybody alive through laser. Graves is actually looking for the steal, but it is going to go to Kindred.
Kindred might go down to the Graves though. Barely lives thanks to the passive of Kindred. Now
I think Twitch Yumi might be able to win this. Oh, he did get stunned up.
Kindred's
oh my god,
coming back in. Absolutely insane. One shot does manage to get the kill onto Leona.
Yumi entered cat mode and went out of the Twitch and tried to get some damage onto Vel'Koz there. That was a bit aggressive, but it all worked out fine.
Yeah, now UTD is up a kill and about 2k gold or 1.5k gold. Pretty good recovery from that river fight where they went down 3 kills.
For sure, for sure. I mean, yeah, I mean, like, if you, like, the gold lead now is going to be about, like, 2.5k gold. But, I mean, like, we saw, like, how ahead the Twitch was. Like, Volibear was still completely fine in his lane. Azir was on his Mythic already. Kindred had her marks. So, you know, like, the fight was looking to be pretty even. And it looked like Buffalo actually had quite an advantage going into it with, like, all the damage they were able to get down with, like, Vel'Koz laser. Everybody was 1 health from Kindred ult. But it kind of just allowed them to, like, kite it out. And then, like, Twitch Yumi was just able to kind of, like, run them down in the end. And then we got, like, the great Azir shuffle. And then, like, they tried to come back for the dragon and fight it out. But, you know, Twitch Yumi was too strong there and killed Leona pretty fast.
Like, the picks are really working for them. Twitch Yumi had their value. The Kindred ult had a lot of value. Azir was able to get that nice shuffle off. The only thing we really haven't seen is them take advantage of their dives with Kindred Volibear. And
Just might get a solo here.
Yeah, he is 2k gold up almost. A lot of damage coming out from the Azir. He's going to get jumped by 3 people, and he just gets blown up by the Graves. That he did not expect so many people to be in that tri-brush.
Yeah, it looked really unfortunate. It looks like he might have actually had the kill on Ezreal, but he went into the bush and wasn't able to get the last auto off. But yeah, good pathing on Graves to be down there and pick up and punish the over-aggressive play by Twitch. I would assume Twitch would have had a shutdown that went to Graves. It looks like Graves is going to be the most rich man in the game, actually.
And Yumi gets the kill. He just mispositions a little, and Yumi ult drops, gets rooted. Yumi finishes it off thanks to the Azir damage.
Yeah. Looks like Graves is going to be carrying most of the gold for his team, while Red Side has it more spread out. Most gold is on Twitch, which is how you kind of want it, but like every lane, like top to bottom, is looking ahead beside jungle.
Yeah.
So yeah. I do kind of want to look at Yumi's build, because what a lot of people have been doing on Yumi is going AP, and that is what Yujin Kukurili is going to do here.
Yeah.
Building Ludens instead of like some like support items that you usually see from enchanters, like what is it, Shirelias and Moonstone. Pretty common buys and pickups.
We also some interesting rune choices by Yumi. First Strike, that seems to be working out. He's gotten a lot of gold in First Strike. Another interesting thing is Sork shoes.
Oh yeah.
Had magical footwear and picked up Sork shoes. For the pen, it's good, but you're not moving around on Yumi much.
I mean, I think it's fine. I mean, like it's just like probably like a quick power spike in base. Like supports don't get too much gold. Like you look at your gold, you're like, oh, what can I buy? I'll buy some Sork shoes. This will go great with my my Ludens Echo. So I think it's
true.
like
He is getting
fine.
a lot of pen from that. And Twitch gonna try to
Burn
go
another
for
flash.
yeah, invisible kill. Another flash. That's the second time Vel'Koz has his flash burned by Twitch, and he also ghosted there.
Oh, see if we can get a dive here at Kindred. Don't think they know Graves is here. We'll see how long Kindred sticks around. Twitch is gonna push it in. Leona's also gonna show up here. I think they're just gonna try to take down the tower, so we might get a fight here.
They're not going to contest the tower. They're just going to grab it, walk away. Twitch is also not building a mythic just yet. He is going for, it looks like a Runans or a Phantom Dancer. I think that's a Runans though.
Yeah, it should be. Phantom Dancer you build with a longsword, so
Yeah.
it should be Runans here. So he's gonna delay mythic until his
Yeah.
third item here. I mean, I feel like it's like not the weirdest thing I've seen at like Twitch. Like we've seen a lot of, there's a lot of characters in the game that kind of favor like that Bork
Yeah.
rush.
Oh, Azir is going to get stunned up and chain CC'd into the laser. 3 people assist in that kill. There's not really much to do. He got hit by the Leona ulti, and he just gets stopped.
Bit of a late reaction there
Yeah.
coming out from Azir. It looks like he just shuffled a little too late, gonna get solar flared up, and then the Vel'Koz CC and follow up was just too much. So yeah, that's a pretty unfortunate outcome that's gonna come from that.
Yeah.
But it should be fine.
They do even up the kill score, but they're still down about 3k gold, which is not great for Buffalo. And they just keep on getting stronger. Even despite Vel'Koz picking up the kill, or them, not Vel'Koz, it was Ezreal, I think. He's still very far down on the Twitch, and Vel'Koz is still very far down on the Azir.
2k gold lead for Twitch. We got about a 1000k gold lead for Azir. The only gold lead is about like a 1300-ish gold lead from disparity between junglers, but I think that's completely fine. Kindred's still like fairly wealthy when compared to other members of the blue side. Wealthier than just about everybody besides Graves. So.
And Graves really is their like hope in this fight, because their other kills are on Leona.
Yeah.
Leona and Maokai, they don't have a lot of kills on their carries right now. So they're really looking to Graves to like transition them into this mid to late game.
Yeah, we were looking for like Graves, like Maokai, Leona to sort of like transfer their leads onto Vel'Koz and Ezreal, and it just looks like it's like not panning out. Twitch kind of dominated Ezreal a little too hard in this game, to where I guess it's like pretty difficult for him to pick up kills in this game. And then Vel'Koz, I think, has just gotten like a little bit unlucky. Like maybe he would hope to pick up the kill on Azir in the mid lane. That did go to Ezreal, which was good for them, but he didn't get to pick up the like huge like kills off of the ulti that he had in the bot lane.
Yeah.
So.
And yeah, it's just been a really slow game. Not a lot of kills. But it looks like Maokai might be going down. Twitch has a lot of damage.
Yeah, Dive is going to come out here for sure. We have Volibear ult to even take out the tower here.
And they haven't even started tower proc. Now they won't even need the Volibear ult. They just have enough damage. Not going to take any tower shots at all. Graves going to look to go in here. And so Leona ult comes out. Now the Volibear ult comes down. Going to kill the Graves with it. And Ezreal just not... Ezreal's going to get out, but Leona's going to get killed by the Twitch poison. Twitch had so much value. He has the Runans now, I believe. So much damage coming from this Twitch.
Yeah, really good on blue team for saving the Volibear ult on the Maokai dive, and they were able to just like redive after the Leona ult and the Yumi ult came out for the second part of that fight. So it was able to get them like a clear team fight win, 3-0, and it's going to be the Baron, and UTD is in a very good position to just close out this game.
That was a really nice play. Holding that Maokai or Volibear ult was very key to that dive.
For sure, for sure. Oh yeah, Twitch is going to be super big after that play. Baron buff coming out. They're going to just get so much pressure on the map and going to help them close out this game. 7k gold up with Baron, 3 dragons. This game should be, dare I say it, unlosable.
It does look very unlosable for UT Dallas, but mistakes happen. We just have to see. It's probably going to go as we expect, but I mean, maybe they throw.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it could always happen. Throws happen. As NA fans, we've been hoping for them all of Worlds.
Another interesting thing, if they do throw, if we look down UTD's team, there's no bounties. No one has a shutdown.
Wait, that actually is weird. Wait.
So even if the catch-up mechanics aren't even there for Buffalo.
Well, there are objective bounties on. Are objective bounties are coming out. So yeah. That could be a thing, but that is weird. Volibear, the only one with a bounty on the side of red side, and it's only 150 gold, so don't know how that's possible. Don't know how this Twitch doesn't have a shutdown.
Yeah, he's even going for all the Yumi Q damage. Just bring 2 Twitch autos and a Yumi Q, bringing Ezreal down to 1/4.
That's summon up the sand turret.
Power of Luden's Echo, Magi's Yumi.
Oh yeah, dude. I don't play Yumi and I don't endorse Yumi gameplay, but this build looks kind of fun. Maybe I'll have to try it. No, I shouldn't. If you would like to type in the Twitch chat if I should play Yumi, feel free. Maybe I'll do it, but it probably will never happen.
I've played this Yumi build actually.
Yeah, is it fun? Did you play in like ARAM?
No.
Oh.
I was just trolling my friends with it.
Oh.
It worked.
No,
I think.
I've seen this. I've seen it in like ARAM a lot before it like started getting more popularized recently. It's like pretty solid. Like the ult damage is like super insane, and then like the Q poke is really powerful. And yeah, I guess I don't know the trade-off. I guess like the trade-off would be like the utility of the support item isn't worth it, and like the amount of damage you're getting from the AP while like still getting like enough AP to like get like super big heals and shields.
It's really those huge Q pokes that you're looking for with this AP Yumi build. Interesting thing from Twitch's build, he picks up the IE despite only having 40% crit, so that crit amplifier isn't actually there yet.
Yeah, that is true.
Still doesn't have his mythic.
I'm sure definitely. I'm sure he does know that, but pretty interesting that he would
maybe
go
he
IE
just
here.
opts for IE because I think it is the highest AD in the game on a single item. So it does have its value with just pure AD.
Barrel are gonna have to flash away from a 3v2 here.
Now Twitch potentially getting caught out by the Maokai. The TP was not there fast enough, and now Azir, he's going to get slowed, or doesn't get slowed by the Leona ult. Has to flash the Leona E, and everyone's just gonna walk away. A lot of flashes burnt though.
Yeah. Twitch and Kindred ult or Kindred Flash will not be up for the dragon spawning in 2 seconds, but it might not matter. I think Twitch is just too fed. Twitch has all the summoners up to be in a great position to carry this team fight, and there's going to be 0 contest from blue side here.
Twitch didn't even have to burn his flash there. He just walked out with invisibility. Yeah, no contest. The Mountain Soul's going to go over to UT Dallas. Another nail in the coffin, if you will.
Another check mark on the win conditions for the composition of UT Dallas. Or the composition of, any team comp. But, get your souls, get your barons, get your gold. It's just only a matter of time before a team fight breaks out or enough pressure breaks out to where they can convert this into a win, hopefully. The next objective spawning up will be Baron in about 2 minutes, so we will see kind of a lot more of just like the push out the lane, steal the jungle camps, and maybe those blue side will try to get a pick with Leona and Maokai.
Yeah,
but yeah, go ahead.
We now see 2 crit cloaks come out from Twitch. So he was just going IE for the straight damage, and now he will have that amplify crit. He's just walking into the base. They don't know where they are
He's
exactly.
looking for someone
yeah.
here.
Going to look for that classic Twitch Yumi assassination, but they're all death pushed right now. So if he does face check, it might be a kill for
Oh my goodness. Huge Vel'Koz damage
Yeah.
coming out into Kindred. Shouldn't convert into anything though.
I mean, the Vel'Koz does have a lot of damage. He's doing pretty good for himself in mid. Just the rest of the team around him is behind.
Yeah, we're gonna push in all the lanes here. Volibear still top, Azir pushing in mid, Twitch pushing in bot, Baron spawning up in less than a minute here. So gonna steal away some jungle camps, set up the vision on the red side of the top side of the red side.
This Ezreal is just dead.
Oh, yeah.
Yumi picks
that'll
up the kill.
happen.
Honestly, might be worth it. That's 4 Magi stacks. And Twitch now, or Graves
Oh,
now,
Yumi ult coming
going
down.
down by the Twitch. He just
Oh no.
one by one taking them all out.
Dude, full AP Yumi really just makes this like a submarine. It's actually
Yeah.
so great.
Walk up, kill one person. Another person walks in, just dies to the Yumi ult.
Undetected pops up and just
Yeah.
like throws some missiles at you, and you're like, oh, I guess I'm dead. Yeah, Twitch Yumi is really fun to watch. Not fun to play against.
Oh.
Volibear's gonna dive underneath all of the towers here. They're trying to
Both
get onto
disabled.
Maokai and kill him.
Kindred still should have ulti here. Now it does come out. Looks like just going to be used to block turret damage. They're going to take down these turrets and they're going to close the game out. Only Vel'Koz left. Ezreal now up after dying to the Twitch Yumi, but all for naught.
Guess they didn't need
Oh,
Baron.
they're going to go
Shuffle
for the
him out of
KDA.
base. Going for the for fun play, but I
Might be
think
a
they're going
little
to try to end
greedy.
the game here.
They might die here. Oh, Nexus does go down. A couple people went down, but all for the KDA.
Yeah, that's going to be a flawless week 1 from UTD for CLoL. Going to pick up wins over both Florida, or I guess Florida Southeastern and University of Buffalo. Good job to them. Everybody played really well. Definitely got to bust out the Twitch Yumi with Hukurili on support. But
Yep.
Barrel was able to come back in for the second game. So we got to see the full A-team in action there. Hemmel subbed out for... actually, he wasn't subbed out. It was just the full team, I guess, just was able to show up for the second game.
They put him on the bench after the Lux performance.
He's supposed to be the coach anyways. All good. It was definitely a coach diff in that second game. We had some great plays come out. I really liked the drafts from both the games. Yeah, I don't know. It was really fun. I think unless you want to say anything before we got
It was just solid gameplay. Closed out both games before 30 minutes. They just knew their win conditions and they executed on them.
Yeah, you know, we're continuing through CLoL. I think the way that CLoL is played is kind of like Swiss, unless they change the format where you play... I think you play people with like similar records. I guess today was a little different because they just like played their first 2 games. But I think after this, you play like another team that's 3-0, and then like if you win that, you go to play a team that's 4-0, and the top teams will qualify for playoffs. So UTD is looking on track to do that.
Yeah. Very strong first week. 2 dominating games.
2 dominating games. I think that'll be it for us. You guys can go enjoy Worlds. I think Cloud9 is currently getting beat up by... Oh, no, it's still Fnatic versus T1. But, yeah, thank you guys for watching, and we'll catch you on the next cast.